What's going on, everybody? It's the franchise here, aka one half of the GOW, the Generation Wrestling Podcast. Really quick, want to tap in on this happy 316 Sunday.
What?
That's right, man. Happy 316 to all the Stone Cold Steve Austin fans out there. And if you rocking with it,
give me a hell yeah.
But with that being said, look, want to tap in because tomorrow on Raw on Netflix, we got John Cena and Cody Rhodes having a one-on-one. They're going to be talking. This is going to be the first time that we've seen heel Cena in over 22 years. John Cena will be making his return to Netflix on Raw for the first time since the January 6th edition. The rumor is online that John Cena first debuted his Time Is Now theme song on January 17th. On March 17th. 22 years ago or something like that. So whatever the case may be, tomorrow, if it is true, we can get a new John Cena theme song as well, which I'm very, very excited about that. But with that being said, we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. So let's talk about it. John Cena and The Rock. What is this alliance? How did it come about? Why did it come about? And do we have enough time to tell this story properly? I think that's the big thing. Time. John Cena has already announced that after December, his in-ring career is up. He won't be coming back as far as in a wrestling capacity. But since then, John Cena has sold his soul to who? The People's Champ, the Great One, The Rock, the Final Boss. And as we all know, with Dwayne Johnson being above WWE, being on the board of TKO, what he says goes, right? And John Cena is so funny. It's so ironic how when, just a little over 10 years ago, when you had John Cena and The Rock going back and forth, getting ready for WrestleMania, John Cena accused The Rock of doing every single thing that he is currently doing, leaving WWE, going to Hollywood to make movies, coming back on a part-time basis, not really giving a damn about the industry. Then we got John Cena doing the same thing. I mean, for the last at least 5 years, he's been semi-retired. I want to say since 2014, 2015 is really when he started kind of taking a step back. Roman Reigns really got pushed in that role. 2020, Roman Reigns cemented himself as the tribal chief of WWE. Since then, you had Cody Rhodes return. I believe this is going to be his third WrestleMania since he's been back. So now you kind of got people who can take over the mantle or who have taken over the mantle in WWE. Now that John Cena is gone, John Cena has been the face of the company literally for 20 plus years. Ever since he, dropped the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick and, really embraced that John Cena, that Make-A-Wish character, that Super Cena, hero-esque all-American patriot type vibe. He's really just been on the top of the food chain. And now that we're on the back end of his career, we're starting to see a different John Cena. But look, man, WrestleMania is less than a month away. We've only seen John Cena, 3 or 4 times since then. John Cena, I believe, was scheduled for 30 plus dates this year. We're already 4 months into the year, or we will be the next time we see John Cena after tomorrow, unless he has more. No, we might have a few more appearances before WrestleMania. But, I mean, look, the pickings are getting slim. But here's the thing. Let's say John Cena wins at WrestleMania. Okay? Hypothetically, let's just say John Cena beats Cody Rhodes. Okay? Where do we go from here? Does John Cena retire as a heel? I doubt it, but let's play along here. Does he retire as a heel? Does he retire as a babyface? Is this all a big ploy to get back at The Rock? Are we working from the inside out here? I don't know. And then, allegedly Stone Cold Steve Austin, he's been advertised as WrestleMania will be in Vegas. And if you don't know, Stone Cold Steve Austin lives in Vegas. So we can get the Texas Rattlesnake as a part of this whole thing. We just don't know. There's so many layers to this story. Don't forget about the bloodline, the OG bloodline, the new bloodline. How do they factor into this? You got Solo, you got Jacob, you got everybody, man. There's so much going on. Just don't know where to begin. Don't know where it's going to end. Okay, and my thing is this. Okay, John Cena, before he sold his soul, right? He said December. Well, in order to get something, you got to give something. Cena gave his soul. But does that mean he also has to work as long as The Rock, Final Boss, tells him to? So John Cena said, hey, I'm done in December. The Rock said, nah, You sold your soul to me. You got your 17th championship. You're going to wrestle until I say stop. So what if this goes on to next year? What if it goes to January 2026? What if it goes to WrestleMania next year? When is John Cena's final match? Do we have time? How much time do we have? And can we make it make sense? I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is the greatest turn since Hogan. I'm a John Cena fan, huge John Cena fan, been one since day one. But John Cena's heel turn didn't change the industry. And as much as I despise Hulk Hogan as a person, and I think a lot of people do, if we're going to look at this from strictly a professional wrestling aspect, without that Hulk Hogan turn, we don't get the Attitude Era most likely. And then without that, we don't get a shift in the industry that we did, because that turn led to WCW whooping WWE's ass for 83 straight weeks, which led to the Attitude Era, which led to all this other stuff down the line. So with that being said, man, what Hulk Hogan did was industry changing, and Hulk still had many years left under his belt, even after the heel turn. Cena's doing this in the last, not even full year of his career at this point. Was it shocking? Yes. Was it entertaining? Yes. But nobody hated the fact that Cena turned heel. Everybody was kind of happy, and that's the difference, So, yeah, do you got the kids crying? Sure. Fuck them kids. Cena gonna get the kids back anyway. As soon as he retired, they're gonna come out with new merch. He's gonna get the kids back. But right now, I feel like you needed to have a heel Cena versus a babyface Cody, because now we're kind of getting tired of the same old shtick with Cody. So if you're gonna keep him as a babyface, that's cool. But now this gives him a reason to have a little bit of edge, not to trust anybody. And that's what I'm excited to see and hear about the most, man. But it all starts tomorrow, Raw on Netflix. John Cena, Cody Rhodes, road to WrestleMania. Let's hear if Cena tells us why he did what he did. Or does he not tell us why he did what he did? What if he just gives us another mic drop like he did at the press conference and we don't hear nothing else until WrestleMania? I don't know, but that's how I don't book the show. I just watch them with you all. I review them with my homie King 2 Code, and then we talk about it. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what do you think of John Cena's latest heel turn? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Drop the comments down below. Also, be sure to click the bell notification on YouTube. Click the subscribe button any and everywhere. Be sure to check out the GOW on all social and podcast platforms at Generation of Wrestling Podcast. That is Generation of Wrestling Podcast on all social and podcast platforms and anywhere you get your podcast content. But with that being said, I'm the Franchize, and my guy not with me, but usually it's King 2 Code, and we are the GOW, the Generation of Wrestling Podcast. And always remember, it's real talk for real fans. Until then, we'll see you when we see you. Peace.